Sairam children, how are you all? All are safe at your places? So children, you are waiting for your EST class? Yes? So, I am here again and we are studying chapter 2, Map. From which book we are studying this chapter? New Getting Ahead Towards Social Studies. From this book we are studying chapter 2, that is Map. And half of the chapter we have finished in our previous video, and today hopefully we will finish this chapter. So children, what is map? A map is a representation of earth drawn on a flat surface such as on a sheet of paper. Yes? And there are different types of maps. Yes? There are physical map and there are political map. There are physical map and political map. Political map shows the boundaries of the countries, state and important cities. But physical map shows the natural features such as land, mountains, river, plains, etc. Have you seen Atlas? Atlas, the book of maps is called Atlas. In Atlas book, you can see a lot of maps. Maps related to state, map related to country, map related to continents and other countries' map also. Atlas is a book of maps. Alright children. Then we studied about political and physical map. Then I have shown you the content, how Atlas book looks, and then there are so many variety of maps we have studied. And today we will continue with this chapter with elements of map. There are 4 basic elements on which map is drawn. Alright. So there are basically 4 elements of map. There are basically four elements of map. First one is direction, second scale, third color and fourth symbol. Direction tells us the direction, north, east, south, west. Scale tell us in centimeters, means kilometer is converted into centimeters. How many kilometer is equal to centimeter on scale, on a sheet of paper. Color, there are different standard colors which are used in the map. There are symbols also. Symbols also are used in map for showing some details. I have shown you this map. See, there are different colors. See, this is a map of Asia. In this map, they have shown different colors. Green is there, light green is there, yellow is there, blue, shades of blue, 3 types of blue is used, 3 types of yellow color is used. That means there is a importance of colors in map. There is, see, the color brown color is used, green, 2 green colors are used, 3 green even the blue shade, see, the blue shade is also of 3 colors. So that means there are the importance of colors. Now in this map, see, there are several symbols. Yes, see, symbols are also used in, symbols are also written on the map. and that symbol has a particular name. So instead of writing, see on this area, instead of writing that this area having this thing, that area is having that thing, instead of writing the whole spelling of that, we put a symbol. That symbol denotes this. Alright, direction, you all know that on every map there are directions, north, east, west, north, south, like this. Then scale, scale means how many centimeter is equal to how many things. See here, here is a scales are also written on the map to show the distance, like this. This is the map, that how many meter is equal to how many centimeters, how many centimeters is equal to how many kilometers, like this. This is the language of map. Now we study in details. First of all, we have directions. How many? First of all, tell me how many elements are there? There are total 4 elements. First one is direction, scale, color and symbol. So first one is direction. First, there are 4 cardinal directions: east, west, north, south. North, south, east, west. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. So there are how many directions? There are 4 directions: east, west, north, south. Usually map are drawn with north at the bottom, north at the top. Usually maps are drawn with north at the top. Most map indicate north with an arrow marked N, with an arrow marked N. Alright. If you know where is north, you can easily find out the other directions. Yes or no? If you know where is north, you can easily find out the rest directions. Isn't it? Yes? Now, north, east, south and west. Now I will tell you the directions. Northeast direction, this is the middle of north and east has northeast direction. Alright. Now we have the, what do we call the direction between east and south? This become southeast. This become southeast. Now what do we call the direction between west and south? We called it as southwest direction. We called it as southwest directions. Now what do we call the direction between north and west? We called it as northwest. Understood, children? Shall we move ahead? Yes, see the direction which just now I have shown you, and this is the scale. See. Alright, this is the map of India. This is a physical map or political map? First of all, tell me. Is this a physical map or a political map? This is a physical map. This is a physical map. And this is the direction. North is at the top, south is at the bottom, east is to the right and west is to the left, and the direction between north and east is called northeast direction. South and east called southeast direction. South and west called southwest direction, and north and west called northwest direction. Understood? Map is drawn like this. N that is north. North is at the top of every map. Now, if north is at the top, then south is at the bottom. East is to the right and left is west, and west is to the left. Got it? See the map. See, this circle shows the direction. In the top there is north, in the bottom there is south, in the in the right it is east, in the left it is west. This is a map of the world. Understood direction? Direction, have you understood? Now next we have scale. The next element of map is scale. A map is rarely shows the actual distance between the places. The map is rarely shows the actual distance between the places. Distances are shrunk so that the area being mapped can be fitted on a piece of paper. Shrunk means shrink. Distances are shrunk means we make the distance small. The distances are shrunk so that the area being mapped can be fitted on a piece of paper. The scale of a map is a ratio between distance shown on a map and actual distances on the ground. The scale of a map is a ratio between distance shown on a map and actual distance on the ground. Is this a world? Yes, this is a world, and the space, the area are only this much as shown on a piece of paper. No, it is very big. The area here is shrunk. The distance is shrunk to make the area fit on a piece of paper. See, this is India. India is like this only, the small. No, it is not small. It is a very big country, but the size, the distance of India shrunk means the size of every country is shrunk so that the area is fit on a piece of paper. See, for example, the actual distance between the two cities may be 100 kilometers, but on map it is shown as 1 centimeter. That is, 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers. On such map, an actual distance of 500 kilometers will be shown as 5 centimeters and the distance of 50 kilometers as half centimeters. Understood? That means the area is shrunk, means 100 kilometer area is converted into 1 centimeter. 500 kilometers become 5 centimeters and 50 kilometers become 0.5 centimeter. Alright, how much the area is shrunk so that the particular area is fit on the paper. This is the scale. See, this is 500 kilometers, but the distance between 0 and 100 is 1 centimeter. The distance between 100 and 2 again 1 centimeter. So it is equal to 100 kilometers. And also there is altitude scale which is given in meter. Whenever you see a map, there is always a scale. That scale describes the distance between two places. So that scale is called linear scale. That scale is called linear scale. The scale of a map often shown in line with a distance marked on it. Alright? Now, to understand, now did you know? To understand the symbol and colors used in a map, most of the map have the legend or key. The legend explain what each of the symbol used stand for. It also explain what color is represent. The legend is literally the key of map, the key to the map. It unlocks the secret of map. Look at the map of the world given to understand. See, there are different colors are used. See here, legend word is written. Legend word is written. All right. Now colors. Certain standard colors are used in the map to show features like ocean, sea, mountains, plains, desert, etc. Alright, there are certain colors which are used to show the features on map, that is ocean, sea, mountains, plains, desert, plateaus, etc. Got it? Now what are these colors? First one, for showing the water bodies, it always shown in blue. It always shown in blue color. The water bodies are always shown in blue color. Deep blue shows deep blue color shows deep water, means dark blue color shows deep water, light blue shows shallow water, Understood? Second, mountains and highlands. It always show in brown and yellow color. Shown in brown and yellow color. Dark brown shows high mountains. Light brown shows lower mountains and hills. Light brown color shown lower mountains and hills. And yellow color shows plateaus. Now we have plains. We have plain areas also. So green color shows the plain areas or lowlands. Got it, children? This you more understood through this map. See, there is a colors given. See, off-white color shows the north mountainous region. Plain Ganga area is shown by green color. Yellow color shows the Great Indian Desert. Dark brown color shows the Indian Plateau. Then we have islands and coastal plains. See, yellow color is used for showing desert. Yellow color is shown for desert. Green color is used for plain area. Green color is used for plain area. This brown color is used for showing the plateau. Brown color is used for showing the plateaus. Understood? Understood? So, are you able to understand the importance of colors? That water bodies are always shown from blue color, mountains and highlands are shown with brown, yellow and light brown color. Plains and lowlands are always shown with green color. Now we have symbols. What is symbol? To make it easier to show features, and places on map, certain standard symbols are used. What is a symbol now? A symbol is a certain shape or sign. That is used to represent something. For example, to show church on map, we can put a cross sign. To show church on map, we can just put a cross sign on map. Instead of writing church, we will show the symbol of church, cross. All right. Symbols make it easier to read and understand the map. Symbols make it easier to understand and read the map. And once you are familiar with these symbols, you can easily understand the map. All right, children, once you are familiar with all these symbols, you can easily understand and read the map. Now I am going to show you some standard symbols. See, these line dot means break line is used to show the boundaries between countries. This first line is used to show the boundary of a country. Alright, the boundary which comes between the two countries, that is shown by this type. Okay. Second, to show the sea route. We always draw water like this, na? So, this symbol is used to show the sea routes. And this type of boundary, this is a bold boundary and this is simple normal boundary. This is used between the states. This type of boundary is used between the states. And this symbol is used to show the capital of the country. This type of line is used for national highways. PO is written for post office. PS is written for police station. And whenever there is a railway track, this type of line is drawn. Whenever there is a bridge, this type of symbol is drawn. Whenever there is a river, this type of symbol is drawn. And the normal road, only single line is used. Understood, children? This picture, this signs you have to draw this in your notebook. This symbol, you have to draw this in your notebook. Draw it in a rough notebook or practice notebook which you are having. Got it? Now you clear with colors. Now you clear with symbols. You know the scale. You know the directions. Now, this I have taken the example of Rishikesh. See, this sign is used for diversion. This sign is used for temple, for showing the temple. This is the location, these are other location, these are the roads, and this point is used for to start your journey. Alright. See, these are used for destination where you stop. See, here there is a Jolly Grant airport. They have shown with the symbol also and with the name also. Here one aeroplane is flying. So this shows that this particular area has an airport. This temple shows that at this place there is a temple. Okay. Train symbol is there. Yes, to show that there is a railway station. Okay. Yes or no? See, bus symbol is also there. That show, the map show that there is a bus stop, local bus stop. There is a temple, that means at particular place there is a temple. So now you can understand the symbols are used in every map. See this also. See, have you played the treasure hunt game? Whenever you play, or you might have played it, there is always a map. There is always a map that shows that where is a treasure and where you are. Or you have to start your journey from here and you have to go till there. What are the obstacles you feel and what is the way? That is also a map. It is written also. Treasure map means you have to start your journey from here. Start is there. Then you have to go there and like this. So that map is also showing the way. Isn't it interesting? Yes, it is. This is an example of a school, that there is a school and that is a map of the school. You can even also draw your own map, your map of a home, your map of a school. You can also draw the area, the locality map means at this particular place you are having your house, he is having their house, there is a road, there is a park, there is that. But you have to use all the points. What? The scale, direction, where is north, where is south, where is east and west. The colors also you can use. See, this is the map. Symbols are also drawn. See, this is church. See, this is church. This is road. This is police station. This is a pond. This is plus sign is there. This is hospital. And see, directions are also there. Yes. This is market. Alright children, I hope you understand this chapter. Yes, see the video again to understand more carefully. And your homework is, you have to do this homework in your rough notebook. You have to make a map of your house. You have to make a map of your house and take the distance of 0.5 centimeter or 1 centimeter or 2 centimeter up to 5 centimeters only. Okay, use the 5 elements. It is use the 4 elements. It is written here that you have to use all the elements, right? And how you have to show the colors. See, if suppose you are taking blue color, and where you are doing the blue color, you are showing that blue color, this is a tank area. For example, this yellow color you are taking for drawing room. Alright, this green color you are taking for bedroom. This white color you are taking for kitchen. Alright children, so you have to use all the 4 elements for making a map of your house. And map may be like this or like this. Alright, it is very fun. You feel a great fun in doing and drawing and making the map of your house. Till then children, you have to watch both the videos again and all the videos, alright, of every subject to what? To study, to revise the things which you have already studied, and watch it again for more. Alright, here we have completed our chapter 2nd of social studies, that is map, and complete all your work. Alright children, thank you.